Good day, viewer. Welcome to EnviroCare Global Show. Today we are looking at how our African countries are embracing clean energy solutions. And that's why we are at Basigo to look at what they are doing with their business, because they have actually embraced sustainability in their business in totality. The population within our African cities is soaring. Did you know that in Nairobi, Kenya, we are at 5.1 million people as I am speaking this? That means these people, they all need mobility services within the towns, and it is estimated that by 2025 the population will be above 10 million. Do you know that it is not sustainable to continue using transport vehicles that are still using diesel or petrol, because these are fossil fuels and they're not sustainable? The kind of pollution they produce every day causes diseases to the population that is living within Nairobi. The kind of population that is produced every day from fossil fuels contribute to climate change, because these are greenhouse gases. And that's why we are at Basigo to understand one big reason why we all need to embrace clean energy as a solution to our planet, so that all of us can live in a safe and sustainable planet. Welcome to our interview session, so that you may understand why you and me needs to embrace clean energy solutions for today and for the future generation. We are so privileged to be joined by an expert who they are doing exactly that. Thank you so much for having us. Karibu, and at least give us a brief history of Basigo.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome to Basigo. This is one of our charging stations. Basigo is an electric mobility startup. We aim to revolutionize the public transport in Africa, and we do this by providing clean electric buses.
Okay.
My name is Mutoro. I am in charge of marketing and communications.
Wow. Thank you so much. We are actually honored to have you today. Talk more about the clean energy solutions. At the moment, what is happening, and I know you have that brief background information. Africa, we are facing climate change in massive amounts, and it's affecting us every other day. Congratulations, because you are doing a very wonderful job with your organization. Now, as you can see, we are inside one of the Basigos, or the the K6 buses.
Yes.
It is a green bus, and when you look at it, it's very beautiful. It's it has enough lighting inside it. The spaces are there. The colors are very attractive, and it is actually fully charged. But you can tell us more about the K6 buses to the viewer who does not understand about the K6 buses.
Okay, so first and foremost, the K6 bus is 100% electric. So it means it uses electricity.
Okay.
As you can see, the bus, it's a 25-seater bus. It's a premium coach passenger bus. It has leather seats. It has charging ports, as you can see. And this here is a stop button. So there is no necessity for a conductor.
Yeah.
If you are riding on the bus and you want to alight, you just press the button and the driver will stop at your stage. Apart from this, the bus is also made by BYD, and BYD is one of the largest manufacturers of electric buses in the world. Yes, and this bus, on a full charge, it goes for 250 kilometers. Yes.
That is equivalent to how long in terms of time?
All right. So depending again on the route that the bus operators choose, it can go for between 8 to 11 trips in a day.
Yeah. Okay. To the viewer who is looking at us, because I know there are so many people who, when they hear electric, the way you're saying 100% electric vehicle, they wonder in their head, how can we have electric buses? So kindly explain to us about that.
Thank you. That's a very important question, actually. So when we say the bus is 100% electric, it means it does not use fuel. So this is not a diesel bus. It means instead of fuel, it uses electricity. As you see, this bus, it has a motor instead of an engine. It has no transmission. So once you charge, that's it. And what we mean by a clean bus it means fuel is a pollutant, right?
Yeah.
So as you see smoke in the air, exhaust fumes, all those come from a diesel bus.
Yeah.
That's why we call this a clean bus, because it has no emission, it has no carbon emission.
Yeah.
So currently, speaking for Kenya alone,
Yeah.
we have over 20,000 public transport vehicles.
Yeah.
And so you can imagine how much of that pollution goes into the air. And not only the air, even us as Kenyans, as citizens, as human beings, we get to breathe that, and it affects us in terms of causing respiratory diseases. So bringing in a clean bus, it means reducing that pollution into the air, and also having us lessen the burden of breathing bad air.
Yeah.
So think about it in terms of replacing one diesel bus by one electric bus. So right now, one bus that is a diesel contributes to about 60 tons of carbon emissions into the air per year. So 60 tons in kilograms would be about 60,000 kilograms of carbon emissions into the air.
Yeah.
For a diesel bus, none. It has no carbon emissions. Again, reducing pollution into the air, toxic fuel emissions that come from diesel. So that is what we mean by an electric bus.
Wow.